Divine, what's good? You know what it is, bro. About to go ahead and get with SP. We about to get this Knicks Real Talk pregame popping off. Get this shit popping, man. I'll holla at you. One.
Up in the black Silverado, stop and get some petrol to hit the metro on full throttle. Across the gospels, we in the Mecca bottleneck. On 32nd waters, bottle feature round flexing. Posted up like sticky note. You can smell the icky in the air like hickory smoke. Carrot here, we well represented. We on that Knicks shit. We can smell it, so please don't step in it. Cause the burner cooking with gas. The cat in the alley digging through your team trash. Getting that cash ready for DoorDash and make a splash. But they moving slow before the pregame show. No cash, no here's what's on tap. But God knows talking fine. And report keep myself doing the chat. Interacting with your mandem. It's a brand in front of the camera. There's a picture. Catch and snap back to fit the cat. So we Knicks dripping. Knicks feel, you know, we fit the description. It's the OG, Olan, Ananobi. Me and my man Brody, we run your fire TV, that's Cody.
It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Knick drip, dripping the Knick drip. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Knick drip, dripping the Knick drip. We in that Knick drip, dripping the Knick drip. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Knick drip, dripping the Knick drip. Real talk.
Salute, ladies and gentlemen. Salute. Knicks Real Talk. It's the pregame show. Y'all know how we get down, man. Dripping in that Knick drip, man. We here, man. Game 4, ladies and gentlemen, on the doctrine. Knicks got a chance to go up 3-1 today after taking the L the other night. So we're going to talk about all that good stuff. But first and foremost, let's bring the right-hand man in the building, the one who gets the engine running as well. Shop Howard, what's going on, my brother?
Peace to you, Divine, as always. Salute to the family in the chat. Let's do a quick recap. Let's talk about it, and then let's get it.
Yeah, real talk. Ladies and gentlemen, man, we're going to talk about the game on the past night, man. We took an L out there in the Madison Square Garden, 115-93. Boston bought their A game. We bought our D game. Pretty much that simple. They was clicking. We wasn't hitting. You know what I mean? Miss or make lead. They was making. We was missing, ladies and gentlemen. Before I go any further, though, let me salute to the chat, man. You know I'm ready to get a pop, but I cannot leave my peoples out. So I apologize for jumping ahead of myself. Queen Darlene, what's good? On Dias, my man, what's popping? Brian Acosta, as always, man, thank you for funding the show, man. We appreciate you. Jermaine, JR, my brother, what's popping? M. Gene, what's good? And we good, man. We in here, man. Knicks got to go get it. Like I said, coming off that L the other night, they didn't bring their A game, ladies and gentlemen, and we took an L in the Garden, and we was all super hype, enthusiasm, over adrenaline, everything. But when we got to the game, that wasn't the way they were feeling, not the way we were feeling in the pregame. They were feeling a little different than we were, man. So Knicks went out there and laid the egg, ladies and gentlemen. We lost the game. Boston wanted more. They knew their backs was against the wall. They knew they needed that game. They wanted to have any fighting chance in the series. Boston know they needed that game, and they went out there and performed, and they got it done. Shot 50% from downtown. We shot 20% from downtown. They shot 50-something from the floor. We shot 43% from the floor. So with all that being said, Knicks didn't come to play the other night, man. So, you know, we obviously took that one, man. So we still got 2-1 lead in the series, though. So let's see if we can go get one today, man. Shop Howard, give him some thoughts on the prior game, man, the other night at MSG on Saturday, and then we keep it moving.
Yeah, we just we underperformed, and that was the bottom line. You know what I mean? The guys didn't pick up, and they got off of defending the 3-point land. They got a little better towards the end of the game, but by then it was a little too late. So, you know, we need to step up a little quicker, put a little bit more pressure on that thing. And, maybe as we talk a little longer, maybe it might be a chance to change some things in the starting lineup. Who knows?
Yeah, real talk, ladies and gentlemen. Just overall, let's get into this thing right quick. We get back out of it, from last night. I know y'all heard on a lot of other shows, but about to head on Knicks Real Talk. Because we didn't get to do the recap last night, ladies and gentlemen. Salute to all the mothers out there enjoying your day yesterday. Hopefully, all you mothers did, and it's all good, man. But the Shop Howard, if you look at it real quick, New York Knicks, ladies and gentlemen, got blowed out. Shot 69% from the charity stripe. That go one of the areas that we did not do well in. Out of 35 free throws, we only made 24. Shot 49% from the 2-point area. Ladies and gentlemen, we shot 20% from downtown. 5 of 25. We only shot from the field 40%. Out of 80 shots, we only hit 32. Them guys was blazing over there, 88 for the charity stripe, 47 from the two-point error, 50% from downtown, or 48 from the floor. That's your game right there, ladies and gentlemen. Miss and make lead. Like I said, they made them. We missed them. That's it right there. We out-rebounded them. I only had 16 assists because we shot so poorly from the floor, 11 turnovers, 16 fouls, but listen, we didn't have no time to lead that whole game. Ain't that something? 40 out of 47 minutes of the whole game, we wasn't in the lead not one time. That goal, biggest lead they had was 31. So, we just got to be better, man, tonight in a lot of categories. If you look at the guys who shot the ball for the Knicks last night, the night before, pardon me, Jalen Brunson, 40 minutes, 27 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds. Towns, 21 points, 15 rebounds. Mikal, 12, 3. Josh Hart, 10, 6. Them guys did not come to play like we needed them to the other night. Jens Levy played like Shaw Powell them say. Mitchell Robinson, 6 points, 8 rebounds. Preston 2 with 6 points. McBride, 5. But, man, look at Anunoby, though. 2 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. That's not good at all. So we just got to be better, man. We got to be better in a lot of them categories because them guys over there, they were doing their thing. Tatum and Pritchard, 23, he the one killed us. I mean, Peyton Pritchard the one kind of beat us up in that game last day. We let him run amok the other night. He would see why he was the 6th man of the year, at least on that night. Tatum, 22 points. Brown, 19 points, 17 for White, 15 for Horford, Holiday, and them. I mean, they starting group is not really beating us up. I just think that Pritchard had that game that we took care of in the first 2 games.
Right.
We held him down, and I think he just got loose on that game, man. So you got to give Pritchard his just due. He went out there and did the thing that night. So, I think overall, though, we just got to be better than that, ladies and gentlemen. I think we come back. I think we get a different response tonight, for real, for real. So let's hope our guys go out there and really get it popping. And make this thing happen. I'm gonna salute out to Darren. Darren, what's good, my man? Salute to see you, Pedro, my man. Appreciate you coming in. What's good, Pedro? Good to see you as well. You're right, man. We need to climb up 3, man. We need to get it tonight, Pedro. For real, for real. Like I said, Brian Costa, thank you for the super chat. Always, my brother. Salute to everybody in the chat, man, that came in the building, who've been in the building. But Shaw Powell, we just got to be better tonight, man. We got to really get out there in our A game tonight. This is a big game for the Knicks, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we need. I really believe we need this one. It don't mean it's over, but we need this one. You know what I mean? I think we got to go out there and get it tonight, man. So let's hope that our guys have a better performance offensively and defensively on both sides of the ball and bring a little bit more will. And like we said, it's about will and skill. The Knicks did not bring either one of them the other night. The will wasn't there, it seems like to me, and the skill definitely wasn't there because they wasn't shooting the ball well. So let's see if they can respond and bounce back and have a better game, man, because we really need these cats to get this thing popping tonight, man, for real, for real. This is the game right here, ladies and gentlemen. And I see Indiana up 3-1 on Cleveland. We need to be 3-1 up on Boston, man. So let's hope we respond tonight at home. We haven't been playing at our best at home in the playoffs so far, except for that first game against Detroit. So we need to get back to that game when we scored 123, knowing that the defense is solid that they have here. We need to respond tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm looking forward to it. Shop Howard, man. Give me some thoughts on what you want to see tonight, what you think we need to do to get back up in this thing.
Yeah, it's it's just simple and plain tonight, man. It's about the defense. You know what I mean? Defending against the 3-point shot. I don't believe, in my fandom, and I'm gonna say, like I said before, in my fandom, I don't think that all the Knicks are gonna be shooting as bad as they were shooting last game. The major thing for me is the defense and getting out to the defense. I've noticed that they have been playing this. They really are on Hacker Mitch. They really are on it, and I mean that's one of the reasons for me. Not always for this reason, but now in this series, why I would start Mitch now. If you want to foul Mitch now, let's start Mitch early. You know what I mean? Foul him early while it's no. The earlier you put it in there, the more fouls you could accumulate. You could take him out. He could be the first man out of the rotation in 5 minutes. You know what I mean? You give Mitch that first 5-7 minutes or something like that, and then they start fouling him. Then you can sit him down and stuff. You know what I mean? Anyway, a whole lot of things they could do. But with that being said, that's my main focus is defending the 3. Your pet peeves, Devon, defend the 3-point line. You know what I mean? That's one of the big things tonight because we have done it better. We just fell off that first quarter. That first quarter really put us in a hole, man. And I don't want us to start off like that again.
Yeah, that's real talk there. We do that be better in all facets, but that definitely was one of our Achilles heel the other night. We just gotta go out there and grind out, man. Like I said, it's about will and skill. We gotta have a will to come out there in the first half and go out there and do what we do. We gotta go in there and run them up with this thing, man. We got to, because like I said, these cats won 60-something game for a reason. They're 33-8 on the road in the regular season for the reason. That's Boston on the road, 33-8. So we got to make sure that and everybody love to come in the Garden and perform. So obviously the bright lights is the bright lights, but
right.
We got to protect our house, man. We got to get that CPI, the ADT system out there, that they get that alarm system in the building tonight. But we also got to make shots, ladies and gentlemen. It's always one of these things here to me. Even if you're shooting bad, play defense. Because if you play defense, you're shooting bad, it still give you a puncher's chance to win the game. But they didn't do either or the other night, and that's what's tough. Because if you would have did one or the other, it might have been a different game. Like Tibbs say, when you ain't having one, not doing one thing good, there's other things you could do to be better. And he's dead on about that, and I live by that. If you ain't got to go on in this area one day, go be better in the other area. You know what I mean? If I'm trying to build something, this shit ain't going right, I'll go to another area, come back to that one when I get better at it. You know what I mean? But that's what they got to do tonight, man. If your offense ain't clicking, don't let it have an effect on your defense game. You know what I mean? Because like I said, you always got a puncher's chance with Jalen Brunson in them. So I just think they got to be better at all facets tonight, man. You can't shoot 20% from downtown. If you're shooting that bad from downtown, don't shoot them. Let's be real, ladies and gentlemen, 20%. And you shot, and what was crazy about that, during the season, you shot then at half better than that. You was at 38%. You know what I mean? That's almost half of that. You know what I mean? So you miss half of your 3-point shots when you shooting 38, 18% less. You know how many points you leave on the board like that? So you got to knock down shots, man. You make them, you win. You lose, you miss them, you lose. Bottom line, that's how this thing goes. It really ain't no rocket science to that. Boston made them when we did. We got to be better at that, man. We got to bring our will, though. And we got to see Anunoby get it going today, man. 6 shots from Anunoby the other night. Can't have that. Can't have that. You know what I mean? This guy was putting up 20-something in a lot of games. You know what I mean? So you can't have Anunoby taking 5-6 shots in the whole basketball game. That's definitely not acceptable. You know what I mean? So let's see if he come out with a little bit more fire and desire today. See if Mikal get it going early and get out there to create some turnover, to run up and down that court and get some easy buckets, because you can't really – it's hard to score against these cats in a half-court offense, ladies and gentlemen. They that good. So it's hard to score against Boston in a half-court offense. So you got to get out there half-court, You got to get some steals and run up and down the floor, man. And let's see how it goes, shot power. But I know it's a lot of things that we need them to do, but we just see if they're going to do it tonight. I think they come out there and play hard tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I think the Knicks will be way better than they were the other night. You best believe that.
Yeah, I'm with you 100%, Divine. I don't think that they will come out with the lackluster that they did the last game. I think tonight they're going to be on point. You know what I mean? And I don't think they want to give up another loss at the Garden with all the fans being there. No, I think they want an adrenaline rush just like everything else. It was unfortunate that they didn't come out the way we wanted them to come out for a fan, but it's still 2-1. You know what I mean? We still have a chance to get this third game in New York and win a pivotal game to help us win this series. So let's not get it mistaken. I know all the fans like myself really wanted that game. I wanted to lay that game on because of the hoopla. Because now everybody's talking about the Knicks can't win. Now the Boston is back, and but they're gonna win the next 4 straight. And really, really, all right. So now we just got to get on tonight and show everyone else what we've been seeing all this year. That's all I want them to do. Protect defend against the 3-point shot tonight. Do everything, some of the things that you did the last game. Rebound the basketball. You know what I mean? If you don't want to push the pace, we got to hit down. We got to knock down some 3-point shots. If these guys shoot 40, we got to shoot 27. You know what I mean? If they shooting 40, we got to shoot 30. You know what I mean? If they hitting a 15 out of 40, we got to hit 13 out of 38. Something like that. You know what I mean? We got to be competitive with these guys, and we have the shooters. So let's get out there and play some basketball tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We got to be we got to be better, like you said, in a lot of aspects of the game. But that's one of the main ones. You just got to defend that 3-point line, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
That's what it boils down to. You cannot let cats come off of picks and things of that nature. And then when they do the picking, they do the switching and the picking, and you're not picking up the other man. And
right.
And what I think they're doing real good, they putting Cat in that situation a little bit too much. You know what I mean? So that's one of the reasons, like I always said, no pun intended, but that's why you should start Mitch. You can eliminate all that. You know what I mean? You eliminate it.
And not to jump over you, Devon, but you are right. And another thing that it does is it lets Wingstop be Wingstop. It lets Mikal play. Mikal, if you watch the game, maybe it's just me. This last game, they looked like they were cheating on everything. Like they were playing two positions. Like they had to come back to defend. They had to come back to rebound after they played the defense on the outside. So let's eliminate that too. And that's only another reason why I think Mitch will be very essential to start tonight, in my opinion, because now these guys don't have to cheat. Now they can play their man. They can play back one-on-one on the defense. When they switch, it's going to be Mikal switching for OG. You know what I mean? Those are going to be those switches. You know what I mean? You put Brunson down low. You let Brunson be like they do for the Leprechaun dude in Atlanta. You know what I mean? You let him float around and you know what I mean? Yeah, let him float around and shoot the 3-point shots and stuff like that, and let your switches be with OG and Mikal. You know what I mean? Anyway.
Yeah, no, real talk, man. Now you speak of facts there. You got to teach them, got to educate them, let them know, and give them the information. Man, we just go play, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about just forget about the last game and focus on this game. You're not going to win them all. You're not going to win them all, ladies and gentlemen. And them ain't no scrubs you guys be playing over there, ladies and gentlemen. Them are the defending champions. They are 61-game winners. They have an offense and a defense that's at the top of the league in them categories. So, don't get me wrong, they're going to force you to miss some shots. But at the same time, like I said, it's all about will and skill. Who they outwilled us the other day, they outskilled us. You know what I mean? That's what it all came down to. They made them, we missed them. You know what I mean? We got to be better at it, ladies and gentlemen. We coming to play tonight, though. Let's not get in here act like the Knicks ain't up 2-1 now. You know
right.
Let's not get here act like we ain't 1-2, ladies and gentlemen. We 2-1 in the series, so it ain't like we behind, but we just want to win this game to really, really put the pressure on them. You know what I mean? That's what it's about, because we did what we supposed to have done. So if we want to achieve what I thought we can achieve, then we win that game tonight. And I'm like, okay, that game 6 reality looking pretty good to me. This is a big game tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You don't want to give guys like that life. You want to give them life and a second chance at this shit, because next thing you know, on any given night, your game could go the other way. You know what I mean? You ain't guaranteed to be good every night. So the other night, our game went the other way, and it happened to be at home. You know what I mean? So that's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Good days and bad days, but a bad night to have a bad day. You know what I mean? So, and we just got to go get it, man. We come in at night, get ready, get focused, get locked in. But I'm all with the Mitch thing for a lot of reasons. Y'all know I've been on that since day one. Especially if they go Porzingis or Horford. You know what I mean? You got 2 7-footers down there. One of them can shoot it from outside. 2 of them can shoot it from outside, actually. But I know with Mitch in that middle, it'll be hard on Porzingis, and Cat won't be in too much of a worry, because my man Al Horford is like a stretch shooter. You know what I mean? So he won't be pressured too much to guard the inside, because Al Horford going to go out there on the perimeter most of the time, since I've been watching anyway. And we got to see if the Knicks can combat that. But they don't, then just go out there and I know we got to guard up my man Al Horford, and Cat got to be better on Porzingis. That's pretty much what it boiled down to, and I think we go play tonight, ladies and gentlemen. These cats ain't get down like that, man, because I don't think they haven't did it all year. It's like you can win 5 on the road in the playoffs, you can win some at home. I mean, that's all to it. Like Shop House said earlier, we got to defend that 3-point line we were defending the first couple of games in the series, or prior to that one game, the whole series in Detroit, and the first 2 games in Boston, we were defending the 3-point line. For some reason,
remember? Yeah, that's
right. For some reason, they Saturday, whether the 3:30 game, who knows? I don't know. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, they got to get it together, man. And let's see how it goes. But I'm here for it, man. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Real talk. David, what's good? Jay Chola, what's popping? JJ 47K in the building, what's good? JJ. Salute to everybody. Darren, Queen Darlene, Chris Rowe, what's good? Pedro, Andayas, everybody. Brian, thank you for the super chat. Jermaine, everybody, man. Listen, man, we got to go out there and turn it up tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That's all it boiled down to. Go down there, turn it up. Bring your A game tonight. Just bring your A game and let the chips fall where they may. You know what I mean? But I believe the Knicks come out there tonight and get this thing popping, man. It was a disappointment. It wasn't the end of the world for me Saturday. I mean, not seeing Saturday. I was disappointed because I just wanted to win. But it wasn't nothing about more. I wanted to win. I know who we play on the other side of the ball. There's not too many teams any team in the playoffs this year that got swept yet. I can't recall. But it's hard. It's hard to beat a person every night. You know what I mean? It's hard to beat a person every night. You know what I mean? And we haven't fought to beat them the first two games. They beat us the third, but that's all right. We get on tonight. We come out there and get locked in and get focused, man. Just get at these guys, man. You can't let them do that. Come in, get at them, guard the 3-point line, like I said. Bump shoulders, rub shoulders with these guys. I need Cat to get down there on the deeper side of the ball. I need our Knicks to get down there on the deeper side of the ball tonight. I need them cats to get bully balled in. Y'all know when y'all bully balling it, you don't have to worry about shooting the 5 for 20, 25 for 25, whatever. If you're going downhill, you're attacking the paint, getting buckets that way, getting the old school and ones. Go down there and get a couple of them, and then obviously you can light it up from down there. But you got to play inside out, not outside in. You're going to lose every time you play a team like Boston. You try to play outside in, you're going to lose. That's the bottom line. Basketball is a game of inside out. Throw that shit down there to Cat and them. They ain't got a shot. Throw it back out to the 3-point line. But you got to get it in that middle, man, and make that defense react. Because see, we didn't let their defense react. All we did was shot threes, stayed on the perimeter. So their defense was like, oh y'all making it easy on us, because it was vice versa the first two games. They did us last night. We did it in the first two games. They was out there on that perimeter shooting. We just said, okay, that's all you got today. They wasn't playing bully ball, and that's how we beat them the first two games. But last night, it reared its ugly head. We wasn't attacking. You didn't see no Cat, no Anna, no, 9 out of 10. You see my man Carl Towns going down there on a regular. You didn't see that. You didn't see Ananobi get down there. Mikel Mitty wasn't even there. Jalen Brunson, he was doing what he had to do, but we need a different outcome tonight, man. It's bully ball or nothing in New York City, ladies and gentlemen. Because you can't. The 3-point shot is hard to make, man. That's not the easiest shot in the league. So you got to refocus they offense pattern tonight, and don't let Boston force them to be out there. Boston forced you out there because they kept my man Al Horford and Porzingis in that paint. He forced y'all to play that wing type of basketball last night, and it reared its ugly head. So Shop Power, we just got to be a little better in that side of the ball, and I think we'd be okay tonight, though.
Yeah, I mean, Devon, another big reason why Mitch is for me to come in. It makes the switches off of the bigs now different. Now you talk about Mitch and Cat switching off of Pickle, or Mitch switching off with Mikel, or Cat switching off with OG. I mean, it makes the switches for the defense to be a little bit more stronger off the picks. Mm-hmm. I mean, if they want to play those pick and roll things and stuff like that, you can always hide Brunson and stuff like that. But with that being said, defending the 3-point land tonight is one of my big things. And I mean, and I'm not saying that we can't have them, like you said, Devon, not no 50%. I mean, they shot 20 or 40. You can't have them at no 50%. Now we got to get them down to 36, 38%. I mean, more reasonable numbers where we could get 35, 36%. Something that's closer to that, because we kill them shooting in the going to the field goal percentage. We have to rebound too. So I'm looking for the Knicks to have a different style of basketball tonight. Last game was a game that I didn't see no one that I could really like. Everybody was off. Yeah, so yeah. I think a lot of players will be back on tonight.
Yeah, it's a team thing, man. Everybody on that team sucked the other night. Brunson, Cat, Ananobi, Kel Bridges, Tom Thibodeau, everybody sucked the other day. Ain't no one person, all of them sucked. All of them sucked the other day. You win as a team, you lose as a team. Our team stunk it up. They shot 5 for 20-something downtown. They shot 69% from the charity stripe. They shot 40% from the overall in the game. Everybody sucked. Every one of them. And that's what happens when you don't make shots. You know what I mean? Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we can't be hyped about the Knicks winning the first two games. Then now we come in here and act like all of them suck. Like Yeah, come on now. Listen, the Knicks won 5 playoff games on the road in the playoff this year. That shit is hard to do. They had a bad game. Nobody, not even none of us, not even me, nobody gonna always have a good night, a good day in their life. So that's impossible. Nobody's perfect. So the Knicks had a wrong time to lose the game. But ladies and gentlemen, they won 2 games in Boston.
Fact. And Devon, to say this too.
Boston.
Say this too. The Knicks, the only team that beat Boston 2 times in the playoffs in how many years?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 4-1, 4-1, 4-1. Boston been beating people 4-1. We beat them twice already. We doing better than teams in the past. Just saying. Just saying. Just throw it out there. I'm not mistaken.
Yep. It's still listen, Knicks is up 2-1, ladies and gentlemen. Why is everybody going at the Knicks because they lost the game? Did y'all actually think they were going before the series started? How many people thought the Knicks was going to sweep Boston?
Exactly.
How many people? And I would put my life savings on this probably 99%. Nobody thought the Knicks was going to sweep Boston. Nobody. Not even. I don't care who it is. It is just hyperbole. Nobody did, and we still up 2-1. We still up 2-1. Yeah, we in a drive. We win tonight. We got to command the lead with a chance. I understand they had a bad game, but let's not come on now. Let's not jump out the window and act like the Knicks is bad.
Facts.
That's not fair to them. It
was a bad game. That is true. It was a bad game. They sucked. Fact. But
come on.
They stuck the joint up, right? I like that.
Yeah, they stuck it up, man. But to say, we can't do that. That ain't fair to them, man. Them cats out there fighting hard out there for us, man. Hey, I don't mean that for everybody, but what I mean is they out there fighting hard. We up 2-1. That's all I can say. I guarantee you the majority of the people voted the Knicks will not win this series. I think 99% of this people probably thought the Knicks wasn't going to win this series. Most people, you know what I mean? So, it is what it is, man. But they got to be better than what they were in the last game. They can't shoot 20% from downtown. From downtown, they can't shoot 40% from the floor, and you can't get them to shoot 50% from. So you know what? Because I'm quite sure Boston fans will feel some type of way when they were down 0-2. But I also see someone say they think they're gonna beat the Knicks. So that's how it goes, man. Shot Paul, let's hope they be better tonight, man. We need them to be better tonight. We need them to be on their A game tonight, man, and come out there with a sense of urgency. I don't know if it's the early games. I don't know what it is. No excuse anyway to matter if it's an early game or the late game. But ladies and gentlemen, we did the same thing to Detroit. We lost at home to Detroit. Nasty tasted them out. But we got out the series, though. We lost to Detroit at home. Second game in the playoffs. We lost to them at home. You know what I mean? Went on the road and beat them. Lost to them at home. Went on the road and beat them. So the Knicks they doing good in the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, like I said, they're not behind, man. So I'm gonna hope these cats go out there and get it popping tonight, man. Tom Thibodeau coach better, Brunson and Cat and them. And they didn't have bad games, but I still thought they stunk it up from a perspective of our leader's defense wasn't there. You know what I mean? Our 2 big dogs, they the ones who set the tone. And I don't think they set the tone the other night. You know what I mean? That's my personal opinion with Cat and Brunson. Cat and Brunson. No Cat or Brunson, Cat and Brunson. It's one thing to get buckets. It's another thing to set the tone. They didn't set the tone coming out in that first quarter the other night. You know what I mean? And to me, even when Boston hit their first 2 threes, I think Tibbs should have called the timeout. Stop.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Wait a
minute.
Right.
Wait a minute.
So it's tough, man. Listen, man, like these cats are defending champs, like I said, man. You cannot take nothing away from Boston. And Boston wasn't going to come in this series and lose and not win a game against the Knicks. That wasn't going. They're going to win some games. You know what I mean? And it's just disappointing because it was Saturday. Got to go up 3-0 to put a cap on this thing. And hyped as we were, amped up as we were, giddy as we were. But when the game started, it seemed like all the air just left the cell, Shop Powers. And I was like, man, we were feeling good coming out of the pregame. We thought this is about to possibly be a good sweep. I mean, a good win that night, not say sweep, but we had a chance to win that game Saturday to possibly set up a possible sweep. But we forgot, I think the Knicks forgot who they were playing Saturday, and we did too. So, you know what I mean? And they showed improvement. Salute to them, man. They won the game, but we get them tonight, though. We get them tonight.
Yeah, I mean that's how I feel. You know what I mean? The way the narrative goes about the Knicks is everyone always underestimates. And you know, I know I know me and Divine, when we talk, you never will catch the Knicks ever losing when we talking about them. So we always try to elevate the Knicks to win, right? You know, as a fan, you know what I mean? We know they're not going to win every night, but we try to elevate them. We try to see some formula that they could put together to formulate something to make them win the game.
That's all.
So that's it. So that's how we see it. And if these things fall into play, if they come with their A game, there's no doubt that the Knicks have a very good chance of winning the game if they come with their A game. Now, if they come with a A- game, that's going to be a good game too. You know what I mean? It's not going to be the best game, but it's going to be a game. You know what I mean? The A games are the signature wins that we had this year. You know what I mean? As the breakdown goes better, the harder the grind is. You know what I mean? So I just want to see a game tonight.
Yep, yeah, real talk, man. We just gotta come out there and play for 48 minutes tonight and leave all that shit on the floor. We just gotta go get it. I think we will. You're not gonna see the Knicks have 2 bad games in a row. I could almost book that, ladies and gentlemen. So we just gotta get Yancey, get Giddy, man, and just keep on rooting these boys on, man. You know, we want these cats to get to the final. We want them to get in the 3rd round. We want them to be there. So I do get it. Understand how all y'all feel now. Don't get me wrong. I felt bad Saturday too. But I just know that it was one game. I'm going to tell you, it took all the air out the cell with me, ladies and gentlemen. My wife probably like, you one of the most disappointed dudes. You like, damn, you act like, man, you went to you like, you quiet. Yeah, that's she was like, bro. But she knows, she like other than me, he loved them Knicks though, but boy, he wasn't happy tonight though. He was walking around this morning like he lost his best friend. I'm like, yeah.
Oh man.
That shit was crazy, bro. For real.
Yo, I know that feeling, Divine. I know that feeling.
Yep. So let's salute the chat out right quick. Create 1388 was good, my man. Content creator was good, my man. Salute to you, JJ, APAP. What's good, Dave Smith, Jay Chober. Salute to the chat, man. Everybody in the building. Met Nick fan, let's go. Crim's dad, what is good, man? What's going on with you, Crims? To everybody, man. Y'all make sure you hit that like, subscribe button for your boys so we can kind of get this thing. We need a woo-saw. We need to get into our but we should be good, ladies and gentlemen. It did. Hey, JJ, man, it did ruin my day too, brother. I was like, man, you talking about somebody disappointed just to the fact that I just wanted that game.
Right. That's what it was. It's for the narrative, you know what I mean? It's for the narrative, you know what I mean? We would have got that win. I could have walked around and been like, what you talking about? You know, this, bragging. I wanted to brag because that's how I felt about it. And I still think that they can do it tonight. You know what I mean? It's just the fact I wanted it that night. I mean, but I still think they can get it. Right? Some of us Knicks fans thought we was going to be able to sweep it, right? Let's be real. I mean, some of y'all said so. I mean, let's see that. I mean, let's see if they can still get out here and get this 3rd game. This 3rd game is not no leak in the wood. You know what I mean?
Yeah, real talk. Yeah, that definitely what we I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, we definitely need to get this here. Yeah, man, I definitely will love for us to get this one, man. I think we will. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but the Knicks will for sure destroy you.
Yeah, dang heart attack some nights, boy.
Hey, Crim's dad, for that night, I was on cardiac shit, yo. I'm like, yo, man, I'm like, you ain't lying about that. But let's hope they don't destroy it tonight, Chris. Let's hope they build us up, Crims. But yeah, you ain't lying though, bro. They destroyed everybody Saturday. Boy, could you imagine that was on Mother's Day? That would have been critical. This Mother's Day, you walk around with like you mad at the world. Yeah. You never lied. I'm like, let's get through this some of the statistics, man. Then we open up the panel in a few minutes, man. But yeah, man, let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's look at this thing right here. So far in the series, in the playoffs, excuse me, they 5-3, we 6-3. They 2-1 on a 2-1 on a road, ladies and gentlemen. We 1-3 at home. And that's pretty much how it is. We the other way, and they the other way on home and the road. That's crazy. Points per game, they score 106, 105, we score 104. They giving up 95, we giving up 105. Not bad, but look at their defense numbers, though. You gotta match that. If you ain't gonna have your offense game tonight, you better match that defense they giving up. But they only giving up 95 in the playoffs so far. So they come to play with that defense, man. That's why they was ranked where they were this year. They was really high ranked, real high defense because they got some good defensive play in there. Jalen, Derek White, Tatum, Brown, Holiday. I mean, and Porzingis, like I said, that's one of the top star 5 defenses to me in the game right now. So we got to be ready for it, man. I'll skip through all this soliloquy. Let's get through it, man. Knicks, Boston 3-2 in their last 5. We 3-2 in our last 5. In the series, we 2 games to 1. Like I said, game 1 we won, game 2 we won, but game 3 they took the game 3 the last game, man. So hopefully we can rebound and bounce back. But look at them scores, though. 3 points in that game, 1 point. That you could tell that just what a Knicks game laid there. Look at this game, first 2 games in the series. We won by 3, we won by 1. And we lost by 20-something, 22, something like that. Yeah, 22. So they definitely didn't be at their best, man. And we just got to be at our best move forward today. On top performance last game, Peyton Pritchard, that kind of one had the tone set for him. He was killing us that game. So we want to be better than white drip for them like they did. Then we going in the dark blue drip. I love them unis as well. Star lineup, same as usual suspect: Drew Holiday, Derek White, Brown, Tatum, and Al Horford. For these guys, for us, same usual suspects as well. OG, Towns, Hart, Jalen Brunson, and Mikal Bridges, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think nobody on the injury report for them. Just Sam Howell, the game time decision. Knicks don't have anybody on there. So, ladies and gentlemen, we just got to be better tonight, man, and do what we do and make sure we cross T's and dot I's tonight. But I do think the Knicks come out there and play tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And hopefully we can, get a victory tonight, get the 3-1 shop house. I'm really looking for a whole different mindset tonight.
Yeah, it's definitely about the different way of thinking about how to play this game. We definitely have to we already know it's not we know what we need to do. We played this team how many times already this season? 7, 8, 9 times we played this guys. Three plays about to be the 4th one about 4 times, so about 8 times we didn't play these guys already. There's not much else that we should not know what they're gonna do. We know they're gonna come out, but they know that they're gonna shoot. They're gonna try to shoot prolific from the 3-point land. We have to defend that. They are a great 3-point shooting team, and they can score a little bit in the middle. They don't really have a down low game, and they don't rely too much on rebounding so much because they hit shots. So let's get down there. Let's crash the boards. Let's rebound the basketball and put some pressure on their shooters. That's another reason for me, in my opinion, why I'm screaming about Mitchell Robinson again today, because he makes Mikal and he makes OG stick to these guys that shoot good 3-point shots. And when you go to switch off of guys and bump off of guys, you'll always have a cat and the OG in the perimeter, or vice versa with Mikal and Mitch. So let's get it, man. I don't think that's going to happen tonight. It would be nice to see it if they were going to do it. But with that being said, it eliminated a lot of that hacker Mitch when we need him in that second quarter, when we already got 3 or 4 fouls and Mitch comes in and they just start hacking everybody to get to Mitch. I mean, that's depleting now. It's I hate to say it's a sucker move, but you're supposed to use what you can to win the game. I can't doubt them for what they're doing, but man, that's another reason why I think we started him earlier.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, let me bring in somebody else on the panel, man. He bubbling like a hot pot in the kitchen, dripping on service, spitting verses. He in the building, man. Jay Chosen, what's good, my man? What's going on, my man?
Yo, what up? Salute to the panel. Salute to everybody with one of them little traveling packages of Kleenex in their top pocket right now. I know that we're feeling like that, but yo, look, man, we got the fan of the best of us the other day. You know what it is? There was no reason why we couldn't feel that way. Why shouldn't we have felt that way? Right? I'm gonna try a different narrative. We had just made 2 spectacular comebacks. Why should we have not felt like we could have won that game?
Facts.
That's it. Now, I really think, like I say in the thing, it's one game, one play at a time. That's how we gotta take this thing. We can't think 2 games ahead. We can't worry about that. And we can't really worry about the last game. We just gotta worry about what we did wrong last game. You're right. They sucked. They suck. They suck as a team, though, right? Like the fact of the matter is that if one player has a great game, what does that matter if you take the L? You know what I mean? The truth of the matter is, even with the hurt finger, I'm trying to look for the positives. Like, I almost didn't want to talk to my mother the next day. Like, it messed my whole day up, man, my whole damn day. But that's because I felt like in the other games, I felt like we had a chance, like going from the third on. I didn't really feel that at all that last game. So now that we have this next game coming, Cat with the finger, right? I think when Mitch came in with what Shah's saying, like we always say, when he's in there, when the center is in there, OG could play his game just one player. Just one player. And that one player is their best player. And then Bridges could play Brown or whoever, however it might be. They got to rotate it like that. It has to be rotated like that. You know that they're going to get their, the Cat's going to get rebounds. He's going to score. He's going to do his thing, but he don't play defense. You know that Brunson's going to score out of his mind, but not that they don't play defense. They're not at the same level of defense as other people are. I don't ever want to say no one plays defense. There's been a few people in the NBA history that are just really Olay, you know what I mean? But
I
don't want to put that on them that they don't try. But you could tell that whatever happened to Cat during that finger thing really changed him up. It really changed him up. I do want to give a real quick shout out to my man, Creative from Miami. Came to join the show today. I told him about the show and how you get down out here with the real talk.
Creative, appreciate you coming in, my brody. Appreciate you.
You know what I mean? So, used to be a Knicks fan, Heat fan, ass face, but he's my little brother and I love him. When he moved, we moved. Matter of fact, he up in your neck of the woods now. But thanks for joining these guys, man. It's good stuff. Look, man, we got to really take it to business. I think our fandom took over. Our fandom took over. We just won 2 games. Each one of those games were exciting.
Facts.
And then all of a sudden they were like, oh, your balloon is all there? Boop. And we are like, now we got to get back to it.
Facts.
We won 3 straight up until that moment. Why can't we start a new streak right now?
Yep. Yeah. We come out to play tonight. We definitely come out to play. Let me shout out the salute to the chat right quick. Travel Vibe, my man. Travel, what's good? Pete, what's good? Randu's 1973. What's good, Randu? Appreciate you, my man. My man Randu became a member of the Knicks Real Talk family. Randu, we appreciate you, my man. Looking forward to another great year next year, man. We're gonna have it all out there next year, man. It's gonna be crazy up ahead next year. It's gonna be really exciting, man. So y'all stay tuned. But we ain't done with this year yet, man. We gotta win this thing tonight, gentlemen. We ain't done with this year yet. We gonna be in June. I got a feeling we gonna be playing in June, hopefully. We just gotta win that thing tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We just gotta win it tonight, man. We had a bad game, chalk it up. It is what it is. You can't win them all. Nobody expected for Boston to not lose it, not win a game. That'd have been hyperbole. So we know that Boston was going to win the game. We just didn't want to win that one. So,
right. We wanted that one. We wanted the momentum.
Right. We just didn't want to win that one. But we
ride the wave.
Yeah. But yo, salute to Chris. Chris was popping. BX in the building. BX Chris, Queens Court affiliate, is in the building with us, man. Like I said, salute to Pete and everybody. Those who haven't seen in the building. Thank y'all for coming in. We here, but Shaw Powers, man. It's all about will and skill. Now you miss and make lead. They made them, we missed them. You know what I mean? We shot 20% from downtown. They shot 50. We shot 40 from 4. They shot 48. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But you can't cry with spilled milk. You got to wipe it up and pour another glass. That's what I do. So they just need to go ahead and wipe that glass of milk they spilled the other day. Wipe that shit up off the floor and pour another glass, man, and keep it moving. And let's hope they go out there today and cross T's and dot I's and really get. I would love to see them win that game tonight, man. The reason why, because them and India have a 3-1 league on the two best teams in the East. We were the third, and we were the third and fourth team. We were the third and fourth teams in the East. They would have 1 and 2. Wouldn't that be crazy? The top 2 get eliminated. Now 3 and 4 rematch for last year's second round playoff.
That's what I'm waiting for, Devon. I'm waiting for that. I want that.
That's what we want. Yeah, that's what we want, man. Listen, we want to be on that James Brown shit. Like I thought, we want that big payback. So we got to win that thing tonight, man. I think we go out there, execute the game plan, really get it popping up in the Garden night. Not an afternoon game, it's an evening game. I think they know they laid a lot. They left a lot off the table last night. They left too much on until they put like this here. Being that they didn't eat their food, the Knicks left a lot of shit on the table last night. They left a lot of points on the table, a lot of them. They left a lot, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? So and they were letting them other dudes eat their food. So we just can't have that tonight. We all got to be at a dinner table tonight, starving, motherfucker.
Yeah, word up.
Starving, motherfucker, tonight. We gonna eat. We need to do what they did to us Saturday. We need to eat our food. We need to starve them jokers. You know what I mean? So let's get it, man. I'm excited about it. Let's get it for real.
Yeah, I mean that's basically what it should be right now because so you done got me amped now because you gotta start eating, you gotta start putting your arm around your food like this and start looking at people like what you doing? Like what you doing? What you doing? You know what I mean? Anyway, yeah, that's how I be feeling. I mean, I think I just want the team to play team basketball tonight. That's my biggest thing. Team basketball, defend the 3-point land. And I mean, defend the 3-point land and put up some more threes. We gotta stay close to their range of 3-point. If we could regulate them to 43 pointers, then we gotta shoot about 28 to 32 3-pointers with them, man, and have almost the same, validity with our average. You know what I mean? If they shooting 38%, we got to shoot 36 to 38% from ours. You know what I mean? With the same numbers, not the same quantity, but the same velocity. Oh, did I say that right? Whatever, however I'm trying to say, you know what I mean. So, and that's all I'm looking for tonight. Great defense against the 3-point land. They started doing it in the fourth quarter a little bit when the game was already out of range, but I think they could get back to that. And once again, me saying this for my fandom, I wish they would start Mitch tonight because it eliminate the Mitch. Every time they do that hack of Mitch, we start losing points, man. And like you say, Devon, we miss some free throws and they go down. We down 5 points. They go down and they hit a 3. Now we down 8 points. I mean, they've done that a couple of times off of those missed free throws. Put them in early so this way if they want to start hacking them now, we'll utilize Precious or whoever else will take off the bench so we don't have to go through that. We even see Haka Party the other night. So what the heck, whatever.
Yep, real talk. Hey, I'm with Shop House, man. We just got to hit it with more accuracy, you know what I mean, and be on point a little more and hit them with a higher percentage. I think we will. For me, Jay told us about this here. The game is over. You done lost it. Forget all about it. Don't worry about none of that. What you need to do tonight is come out with a sense of urgency. I need Cat and Brunson to set the stage tonight. I need Anunoby to set the I'm gonna tell you what I would love to see in the first quarter. And Nobi just throwing down like he did in the other game, set the tone early. They just got to play bully ball. Jay told them they decided to play their style of basketball. Go play bully ball. Put the pressure on them at the rim. Once you put the pressure on them at the rim, you will see them come off that 3-point line. If Cat start getting down there getting buckets, Jalen Brunson down there getting buckets, Anunoby getting buckets, Josh Hart doing what he do getting buckets down in the paint. I think it'll change the game. They just didn't do that last game, and they settled on a lot of shots, man. I just think it was. Before I give it to you, Jay, let me just shout out Louisiana Nick, Cam from the kickback was good, my man. Salute to you as well. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe button for your brothers, man. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, become a family member. Enjoy the show with us, man. There's great content. Salute to everybody, man. Kings and queens in the building. Yeah, Jay told them my bad.
It's all good. You can do your thing, my brother. Listen, what I'm saying is this, man. This game had a lot of reminiscent of the first game of the year to me. All right? It seemed like a can't miss toss up. Like their eyes closed, things were going in. If you got one guy who's shot 10 threes and made damn near more than half of that with Pritchard, right? Half of that. And then Tatum 5 out of 9, and they're all shooting. And our biggest shooter was Brunson, 3 for 8. After that, there was I think Cat was 1 for 5, and then nobody else was shooting threes. We gotta match them for who we are. This team was built specifically for what? For the Boston. They were built to beat this team. And as we showed them, we in the first 2 games, we came out, we beat this team. It's going to take perimeter defense. It's going to take 30+ assists, in my opinion. It's going to take 80+% at the free throw line. It's going to have to take the gritty committee from New York City to get shitty on these characters tonight. That's what it's going to have to take. And they're going to do it. I really believe they're going to do it. It's all right to have fandom. It's all right to feel that excitement. Why the hell would we ever want another team to win? It never makes sense to do that. Maybe you might have a feeling here or there, but we're in the playoffs. We're in the playoffs. That's the regular season. If you feel something in the regular season, that's fine. In the playoffs, it's do or die. It's do or die. Every game, to me, is the most important game.
Facts.
Tonight is the most important game they played so far. Tonight. So they better go out and play like it's do or die tonight. And they gotta keep that momentum going. I want them also to remember how they scraped and they scrapped with Detroit. That helped them in that first 2 games. I hope that they don't forget that. So I do want to see that, and I definitely like to see a mix of Mitch in there. If they start, like, if I don't think they'll start Mitch. Personally, I don't think he's going to do that.
Right.
I would love to see him do it. I would love to see him do it. Maybe hard off the bench. I would love to see it. But he's kind of showed us that he's doing one thing the way he's doing it, right? So, all right. But he's got to come in earlier than he does. And he's got to play a few more minutes than he does. He has to. We need that. We need those 6 offensive rebounds. Out of the 8, 6 were offensive. We need that. So, I don't know. I got a good feeling about this game. I think it's going to be war. You know, and Warriors, they got to come out and play. You know how it goes. They got to get ready for that.
Well, let's get it then, man. Let's go ahead and get it popping. And all
you
that.
know what it is. They got to get it popping. Thank God, you know.
Yeah, give me your final thoughts, your scores, your prediction, everything, or just your final thoughts. I get the shop out, and we get out of here in a few minutes before we get ready.
Final thoughts. All right. Once again, thank you and peace to my brother, Create 1388 out in Miami, man, doing this thing. Appreciate you stopping by and always answering the call when I reach out to you, man. Good brother, very good brother. Carlos, my brother. Listen, man, 30% from the in the assist category. I like to see 85% at the free throws, but 80 out. You know, Shaq, he kind of talked to me. I hear him on that. 80 works. 85 feels better. You know, obviously, right? And protect that perimeter, man. Make them feel like they did at the 3rd and 4th quarter of the first 2 games. Put your hand like this every time they go to move, and make them feel like you're their shadow. You do that, I feel like we win this game. Pete said 157-63. Yeah, hold on. Yeah.
Good one,
sorry,
Pete.
got me. I'm ADD or something. That just stopped me out of my damn track. That was what I was gonna say, Pete. Now I gotta pick a new score. All right, I'm gonna go with. I think it's gonna be a defensive game. I don't think it's gonna be super high scoring. I think it's gonna be tough and gritty. I'm gonna go I'm gonna go 111. 104. 104. Knicks for the victory. Up 3-1. Let's get it done.
Yeah, real quick before we shoot Chady to Jay, to Shop Powell. Jay told him Ron Miller said get a Knick hat for crying out loud. AJ Ron, don't be messing with our Mets. Come on now. So to my man Ron Mills in the building, man. Real talk. But yeah, Shop Powell, go ahead, my man.
Hey.
I don't take it off the wall. Sign.
Just simple things tonight. Play team basketball. You know what I mean? Control the pace. You know, my slip. Grab some rebounds. We've been out rebounding this team. Let's continue to get the rebounds up. I think we even out offensive rebounds them. Let's get those up tonight. We're gonna need more opportunities. Hit our free throws. 80% is great for me. You know what I mean? 80% is a great start. You know what I mean? If you get 85% by hitting one or two more free throws, that's great. You know what I mean? 3-point shots. Let's crank them up tonight, man. This is one of the reasons why a lot of fans miss DiVincenzo, because DiVincenzo will get 10 3-pointers up tonight. We need somebody to chuck up some shots. You know what I mean? The Cat, Mikal, OG, we need you guys to put the guys up because you guys are shooting over 38% from 3-point land. So we need you to get those 3-point shots up. If you get a free open shot, chuck them up. Need you at 38% tonight. Assist 28 is good for me. You know what I mean? It's going to be a tough, grinded out game, I believe also. And I got the Knicks, and I think also it's going to be a real tight game. I got the Knicks 113 to 109 New York Knicks. Let's get it.
That's a good score. Yo, salute to everybody in the building, man. Yeah, man, Dallas Mavericks got the #1 pick, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. They're going to be able to wheel and deal that thing for real. If they don't keep it, they don't get Cooper Flag or somebody, but now they're going to be able to wheel and deal it. That's good for them. All depends what they're trying to go. But they think Kyrie and my man Davis coming back, they might do something with the pick. If not, it's a lot of shit going. We got to watch for it. It look like Giannis might be head his way out of that's gonna be crazy. Yeah. We got a lot of shit to talk about. But let's first get to this Eastern.
Yeah, but they ain't the Knicks though.
So yeah, you're right. But listen, I look at it this way, ladies and gentlemen. Just make shots, miss and make lead. I don't care how many you take, just make them. You shoot 30 or you shoot 1,000, just make them. You got to make shots, ladies and gentlemen. Miss and make. You make them, you win. You miss them, you go home. That's how I go down, plain and simple. You got to make shots. You can't shoot 20% from downtown. Can't shoot 40 from the floor. Shoot them, make them. Defend the 3-point line. Get on your gritty thing tonight. Like I said, if you ain't making shots, we won't see. I don't think you're not even going to see over 20 assists from anybody in this playoff series. Right. This is not a assist series because these two good defensive teams, and Boston ain't gonna let you get no 30 assists on number 35 or 27 or 18. I think it's gonna be 20 assists a max for a lot of teams in this round because they two good defensive teams, and Boston #1 at what they do. As you can see, what happened in the last game, what they did to us. They kept us on the perimeter. Nobody was sharing the ball because their defense was so stout. They're in the passing lane. Drew Holiday and Derek White all up in your grill. Like we need to be up in a grill tonight.
Facts.
It's going to be a little different, but I think this here, I'm with you and Jay Chosen on this one. I don't think Knicks shoot like they shot the other day, neither. I think they come out with a better offense bag tonight. I think Anunoby bag going to be different tonight.
Facts.
L bag going to be different. I'll tell you one thing I want to see, and this is we brought you here for the reason, but you haven't showed them prove. I want to see Landry Shamet, ladies and gentlemen. If Campaign ain't got it, sit him down. Sit him down. He just ain't got it right now for us, ladies and gentlemen. So what that is, that's dead weight right now. That's dead weight. That shit too heavy to carry. Ted, if you listening, put Shamet in there. Shamet got that on-ball defense on and can lock it and he knock him down from downtown.
Shamet, right? Damn it.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
He definitely did have some straight-up defense on Tatum. He sure played him straight up. No head fake, no nothing. Right in his chest, bumping him and all that. So,
yep. I like that. I had Knicks at 6 as well, my brother. 336
so
Boston. My man, he back in the building. Boston, I know you ready and hyped for this one, my man. I know you are, brother.
What's your score, Divine?
My bad. So I got listen. After all that said, I think New York Knicks put up 115 tonight, and I think Boston put up 107. 115.
Okay. Yeah, everybody got the defensive game on tonight. Everybody got the defensive game on.
I think the Knicks are going to be on one tonight. Let's see how it goes. They got a chance to get a 3-1 Commander lead. You don't want Boston to win this game because Boston go back to their guard and win 3-2. She can come back to guard and win out. So we definitely need this game because if not, if we don't win this game, you know what it is? Boston still got their home court advantage. They got their 2 games left in Boston. We got 1 in the Garden. So this will be a big game for us, man. And good as we've been playing on the road, Boston won their A game, the last game. This is Boston that everybody thought Boston was. Let's see if that's going to be a repeater on Saturday, or Knicks can slow that down a little bit. Let's see how it goes. But until then, listen, y'all enjoy the game, everybody. Be safe out there. Thank everybody for coming in, man. And for those who came in late, we'll see y'all tomorrow on a recap. We didn't do a recap yesterday because it was Mother's Day, so we kind of took the day off. Rightfully so. All our mothers and ladies in our lives deserve that, so it's all good. But listen, man, y'all enjoy the game. Be safe out there. Jay Choden, thank you for coming in. Shot Power, thank you for coming in, man. I'll see y'all all night on a recap, and I'll be taking you up on a text, my man, because this shit about to go down in New York City tonight.
Going down.
It's going down. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. Knicks, we need this game, man. Let's go in there and beat these boys up. Get them out of here, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all enjoy it, man. Enjoy the game. Everybody out there, be safe wherever you at, man. You're traveling, whatever you're doing. Be safe out there in the universe. Until then, man, thank you, guys, man. Peace.
Peace.
Yo, Divine, what's good? You know what it is, bro. About to go ahead and get with SP. We about to get this Knicks Real Talk pregame popping off. Get this shit popping, man. I'll holla at you. One.
Up in the black Silverado, stop and get some petrol to hit the metro on full throttle. Across the Gospels, we in the Mecca bottleneck. On 32nd, what is Bible, see Sharon flexing. Posted up like sticky note. You can smell the icky in the air like hickory smoke. Carotene, we well represented. We on that Nick shit. You can smell it, so please don't step in it. Cause the burner cooking with gas. The cat in the alley digging through your team trash. Getting that cash ready for DoorDash and make a splash. But they moving slow before the pregame show. No caps, no here's what's on tap. But God, no talking five. And report, keep myself doing the chat. Interacting with your mandem. It's a brand in front of the camera. There's a picture. Cats and snap back to fit the cat. So we Nick dripping. It's real, you know we fit the description. It's the OG, Olin, and Anobi. Me and my man Brody, we run your fire TV, that's Cody.
It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping and Nick drip. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping and Nick drip. We in that Nick drip, dripping and Nick drip. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping and Nick drip.